Hello and welcome back. I am now leaving Speedway. I just got my money back that I won from my $2 scratch off. Yeah, I occasionally play the lottery. Usually if I'm buying a lottery ticket, I don't spend any more than $5 on a ticket. If I do, then there's something wrong with me. Let's see here. But yeah, I think the most I ever won from a scratch off was Christmas Eve one year. Can't remember if it was 2019 or last year, 2020. I bought a $2 scratch off at Myers and ended up winning $50. So I ended up profiting $48. So damn, that was the most I ever won. Prior to that, I was always winning either $5 or hell, winning my money back. But winning $50 on a $2 scratch off, that's pretty damn good. But, you know, also in the last part, I mentioned that today I have to make a post about the Gen 4 starters. Just that way I can see which one people would pick. And I think my posts on the Gen 1 starters got the most attention than, my posts about the Gen 2 and Gen 3 starters. So, who would I pick for Gens 1 through 4? Well, in Gen 1, you have your classic Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Anytime I'm playing a Gen 1 game, unless if it's yellow or Let's Go. So if I'm playing red, green, blue, or fire red, leaf green, I'm always going to pick Bulbasaur. Because, well, Bulbasaur is my favorite starter ever. Why? Because, I don't know. I've always liked Bulbasaur ever since I got into Pokemon back in the height of Diamond and Pearl back in 2007. And and funny thing enough, that was when I got into Pokemon. I remember starting getting Pokemon cards around that time, and that's when, the Diamond and Pearl sets were coming out. And when I first laid eyes on that Rampardos card, I don't remember what set it was, but damn, that's when I was like, wow, I actually like Pokemon. I used to play Pokemon. I used to battle this one kid on the playground back in those days. I don't remember what the kid's name was, but yeah, I used to battle him all the time. see here, 2007. That was when I was in 4th grade. Because I think either around that same time, either before, during, or after, when I was starting to get into Pokemon, I was into Bakugan, which was relatively around the same, I guess, same concept, but different type of monsters. Or, you know, something like that. But, yeah, anyways, my Gen 1 starter is always going to be Bulbasaur. Gen 2, that would be Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. The best choice that you can probably make is Cyndaquil, and yeah, that's the starter I always pick whenever I play Gold, Silver, or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's always going to be my starter. Why? Why not? It's the easy choice. And that's also why it's best to pick Bulbasaur in a Gen 1 game. Now, here's the thing. Gen 3, I've had so much difficulty on who to pick for Gen 3, whether I'm playing Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Your starters are, of course, Treecko, Torchic, and Mudkip. This is very difficult for me to pick one because, well, Treecko is one of the fastest grass types of the entire game. Torchic kind of started off the trend for a couple generations of being fully evolved to being fire and fighting. And then Mudkip, fully evolved, only has one weakness, and that being grass. Because it gains a ground subtype, which means it has an immunity to electric. Even though electric is water type's main weakness. Shit. I probably could have just waited, but I didn't feel like waiting. Oh, great, I got a new anonymous thing. But, I think I recently thought about it. And I think the starter I'm going to pick for Gen 3 is Mudkip. Because, you know, why not? And finally, we reached Gen 4. At least for this video's sake. You have your starters, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. Well, for one, let me just say this. If you're not playing Platinum, the only fire type in the entire game in Diamond and Pearl, if you didn't pick Chimchar as your starter, in which... So that means if you picked either Turtwig or Piplup as your starter, the only fire type in Diamond and Pearl was a goddamn Ponyta and its evolved form Rapidash. if you didn't pick Chimchar as your starter. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, it made no sense whatsoever. It's kind of a stupid idea, honestly, but goddamn, I hated that concept, because there are a bunch of Pokemon that can learn a fire move, but of an actual fire type. If you didn't pick Chimchar as your starter, the only fire type you were able to go after in Diamond and Pearl was Ponyta and Rapidash. That's it. It's just a dumb concept, honestly. Like, hell, if you're gonna do that, then bring a whole... I mean, to be fair, there really wasn't that many fire types that were introduced in Gen 4 to begin with. You know, other than the fire starter and its evolution, most of them were... all the other fire types introduced in Gen 4 were either evolutions of previous generations or like legendaries, like Heatran. That's it. I'm like, damn. But the funny thing is that you weren't able to get them. Unless you're playing Platinum, which was the better, more enhanced version of Diamond and Pearl. Because, you know, every generation, up until, you know, the Diamond and Pearl generations, you gotta have a better enhanced version. Which, funny enough, we haven't had a third enhanced version since Platinum was released in 2009. As odd as that sounds, we haven't had one in 10 years. So yeah, we've only had 4 enhanced versions. Yellow in Gen 1, released in 99. Crystal in Gen 2 in 2001. Released literally 20 years ago. Emerald in Gen 3, released in 2005. And Platinum in Gen 4, released in 2009. So yeah, we haven't had one in 10 years. Now, I don't know why they didn't decide to do a third enhanced version in and pretty much from Gens 5 and onward. Maybe it's because they decided, you know what, after Platinum came out, let's just not do that anymore. I don't know. But Gen 5 kind of started the trend of doing direct sequels. As of right now, only Gens 5 and 7 have direct sequels. Gen 5 obviously is Black and White, but you also have Black 2 and White 2. And in Gen 7 you have Sun and Moon, and the direct sequels were Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But, you know, whatever, I guess. And remakes. Again, remakes. Let's start all the way back in 2004 on the Game Boy Advance with Fire Red and Leaf Green, released in 2004. And then the Gen 2 remix, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, didn't come out until 2010, I do believe, on the DS. Gen 3, that didn't come out, which was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, that didn't come out until 2014 on the 3DS. And then they decided to go back to Gen 1 with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in 2019 on the Switch. And now this year, also on the Switch, the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Alright, we're back here at the house. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever it may be. Toodles.